Good evening, everyone. A pleasure to see some of you and the rest of you via Zoom. Pleasure to see you as well. The time is now 7:30. This is the January 3rd, 2022 reorganization meeting of the Allendale Mayor and Council. Welcome to everyone who is joining via video and teleconference. At this time, I'd ask the public to please mute your devices so as to not distract from the business of the meeting. There will be one opportunity during this meeting for public comment, and we'll advise you at the appropriate time. In fact, we are going to break stride and break away from the agenda. And after we swear in both council members, new council members, or one new and one re-elect, we're going to open to the public for any well wishes. And we'll do the same when we swear in Mike Dillon as well. So call to order. Is Michelle here? She's on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, great. Great to hear you, Michelle.
Sounding good.
That's right. Michelle, please read the Open Public Meetings Act announcement.
Sure. In compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, the notice requirements have been satisfied. The meeting dates for the year confirmed at the annual meeting are posted on the public bulletin board in the municipal building and on the borough website, published in the record within the first 10 days of the new year, and copies are sent to the Ridgewood News and Star Ledger. Notice of this meeting by the December 30th, 2021 sunshine notice was sent to the record, the Ridgewood News and Star Ledger, and has been posted on the public bulletin board in the municipal building and borough website.
Great. Thank you, Michelle. And thank you for all your work to put this together. I know this is not an easy task in any event, but doing it while Borough Hall was closed and while you were dealing with being hampered, you've done an amazing job.
Oh, thank you. It was a team effort.
It was, I know. If we can all please joining me to rise to salute the flag. Allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Michelle, if you can please conduct the roll call, and this will only be for Councilman O'Connell, O'Toole, Sasso, Wazinski, and myself.
Yes. Councilman O'Connell,
Here.
Councilman O'Toole,
Here.
Councilman Sasso,
Here.
Councilwoman Wilsinski,
Here.
and Mayor Bernstein.
Here. Thank you very much, Michelle. So as Councilwoman Homan mentioned before we started at 5 minutes before, it's a time to celebrate. It is a happy meeting. It's a joyous occasion. Unlike any of the other meetings that we do during the year, this does have a certain festive ring to it. And we've managed to do that even now with COVID and the variant, et cetera. So we are thrilled to have you here. There's good things on the agenda. The first is swearing in of our elected officials, Liz Holman and Suzanne Lovasolo. On November 2nd, 2021, Allendale voters cast 1,778 ballots for Liz Holman and 1,726 ballots for Suzanne Lovasolo to serve 3-year terms on the council. And on November 15th, the Bergen County Clerk's Office certified their election. And to Liz and Suzanne, congratulations. You both have worked tirelessly for the benefit of our community. I have something to say that I'll save for my mayor's report, and I know others do as well. We look forward to continuing to serve with you, Liz. What you've done has been amazing. And so we're honored and we're privileged to get another 3 years of that. And Suzanne, what you've done off the council, what you've done in Allendale is wonderful, legendary. It's about time you've been up here and we can't wait to have you up here. So you're both going to be sworn in. Mayor Emeritus Liz White, I think you're going to swear in Councilwoman Liz Holman. So if you want to come up and do that, that would be great.
There we go. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Hold on. I think we have to switch. John, which is the best way to do it?
Right where you're sitting, you're perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Who's gonna hold the Bible? Okay. Yep. Oh, there you go. That's the way. I forget.
I've only done it a few
No,
times.
that's okay.
I, Liz Holman,
We solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and
States
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the government established in the United States
and to the government established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly
the
perform
duties of,
the duties of councilwoman
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Thank you. No, really. Thank you, and you, and you.
Thank you.
It's only 2 meetings a month.
Jim Strauss, you fed me that line.
That's the selling line. It's only 2 meetings a month. Right, the selling line is always, it's only 2 meetings a month. That's a small print, right?
Team Lovasolo, you want to come on up?
Slide to the left so you have the backdrop of the flags.
So, you good? You need to hold it? Right here. You good? You ready?
I am ready.
You
I'm
sure?
100% sure.
Great. I state your name,
I, Suzanne Lovasolo,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey.
of the State of New Jersey.
I said it slow.
I know.
And that I will bear true faith
And that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I will faithfully,
And I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all the duties
of councilwoman
of councilman
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Oh, good job.
This is slow.
Come on, let's escort.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Here we go. I got this.
Yep, this one.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Meeting 8:30 tomorrow.
This is true. This is.
Right now.
Thank you. Oh, I have this. I have it. You want to sign that one?
So we're going to break from the printed agenda at this time. And we're just going to open the meeting up short for small comments. We do typically have 3 minutes, and we know everyone loves them and they're all happy to be here, but I didn't want to deprive them of the opportunity to hear from the public. So if there's anyone, Michelle, I don't know whether you want to read the comments or should I open it to the public first?
I can read them if you'd like, Mayor,
Okay.
and then open to the public. Thank you. So this is from Patricia Davis. Please extend my thanks to Liz Holman and Suzanne Lovasolo for stepping up to town council, Liz again, and doing a great service for the town. Their integrity and diligence is noticed and appreciated. Best wishes on their terms.
Great. And Michelle, if you want, I can read it.
Uh-oh, do I sound horrible?
No, I didn't. I wasn't implying that at all, but I have it here and I can do it. The next one is from Jackie McSwiggan. Congratulations, Suzanne, and thank you for your willingness to serve on the council. Find the years ahead to be challenging, fun, and opportunities to make a meaningful difference in Allendale. You will do a great job, and you will be working with a wonderful team. Jackie McSwiggan. And to Liz, also from Jackie McSwiggan, thank you, Liz, for your willingness to serve another term. You have worked so hard as the water, sewer, and utilities queen, in addition to your other work on the council. You have put in endless hours to make Allendale a better place to live. We are so lucky to have you for 3 more years. Hot diggity, Jackie. All right. And I think, yeah, the other one is for later. Okay. So is there anyone else either on the council or in the public that would like to be heard and recognized?
Yes, if I may, Mr. Mayor.
Mayor Emeritus Vince Barra, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Good evening. Vince Barra, Allendale Mayor Emeritus. Liz, what can I say? You have been an absolutely phenomenal councilwoman on everything that you put your mind to and a whole host of issues, but primarily on the water sale. You did an absolutely incredible job. The residents of Allendale just cannot thank you enough for what you've done. And I applaud you. And I can't wait for the next 3 years of what you're going to accomplish. And Suzanne, Councilwoman Lovasolo. How does that sound, Suzanne?
It sounds great, Mayor. Thank you.
Suzanne, I've known you for a long time and you've got big shoes to fill. Jim Strouch leaving the council. I see Jim is here, at least on video. But Suzanne, you know, I've known you a long time and I have every confidence you're going to do an absolutely phenomenal job over the next 3 years and hopefully beyond that. So congratulations to you both and God bless you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vince. Anyone else from the public? Councilwoman Wozinski?
Yes, I'd just like to say a few words to first Liz Homan. Liz, we have worked together on many, many projects and some big projects, and I just so enjoy working with you. You are the perfect person to work with, to bounce things off of. You are level-headed, you're so patient, and you really give 1,000% of your efforts to everything you do for this borough. And, most importantly, you are an amazing friend. So I'm so happy that you are back on the council for another term. And Suzanne, I look forward to working with you. I think you will be an absolutely great member to this team. We've worked together in the past to save that beautiful old house called the Fell House, and we did save it. And the little time that we've just been working together, just onboarding a little bit, explaining a couple things to you, you've shown just great perspective, and I think you're going to make an amazing member of this team, and I look forward to working with you as well. So congratulations to both of you.
Thanks, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. Anyone else from the public wish to be heard?
Yes, Mayor, I would like to.
Great. Is that Ed, Councilman O'Connell?
Yes, sir.
Great. The floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. Councilman Holman, congratulations. You always do an excellent job on the council. I'm so proud of you for everything you've done. And I know you'll continue that for the next 3 years. And Councilwoman Lovasolo, I am so proud of you for getting on there. And I know you're going to do a great job. And I know you have big shoes to fill with Jim, but I'm sure you're going to leave an imprint of your own shoes while you're up there. Congratulations to both of you.
Thanks, Ed.
Great. Thank you. Anyone else wish to be heard?
Yes, I would like to say, if you see me, my name is Drita McNamara, and I don't know everybody here on this call, but I'm the District 40 Chair of Bergen County, and along with Senator Corrado and Chris DePhillips and Kevin Rooney as Assembly people, and I told them I was going to be on this call. So we wish you all the best, ladies, and we are happy. And you brought so many good things to Allendale. I know Liz has her experience with, especially with Suez, who I happen to know very well, and everybody's talking about it, Liz. So congratulations. Suzanne and I worked together for a long period of time. She's Muni Chair of County Committee in Allendale, and I've gotten to know her through that. So congratulations to both of you, and I wish you the best year ever.
Drita.
Thanks, Jada.
Thank you, Drita. Anyone else?
May I?
Councilman O'Toole and then Councilman Sasso.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Homan, I'm excited for another year of our back and forth and deep discussions on ongoing issues. And Councilwoman Lovasolo, I am so thrilled that you are now, looks like going to be sitting next to me. I was concerned you were taking my chair at first, but I think
This one might be temporary. I'm not sure I'm going to be right here.
That's
But I'll be
right.
over here
Yeah,
somewhere,
you're
right?
gonna
No,
be one.
Well,
one over.
Yeah.
I look forward to working with you. So congratulations, both of you.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Councilman Sasso?
Thank you. So I'll start with Councilwoman Lovasolo, which is a mouthful, by the way. Councilwoman Lovasolo. I got to practice that. So Suzanne, I've known you. I'm happy to say I've known you a while too. You've always worked so hard behind the scenes. So now you're in front of the scenes on the stage, and I'm looking forward to that as well. And we are going to be working closely together, as you know. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to do a lot of things on a very important committee. Liz Homan, Councilwoman Homan, I am so happy that you decided to run again. You've done so much, and as your second on the Water Committee, I can tell you that when working with Liz as a second, you realize you really don't need a second. And I mean that sincerely, and I'm not trying to flatter you, Liz, but you have, I don't have the head that you have for water and stuff, and you did such an unbelievable job, and I could not have done it. So I'm glad you were the chair and not me. So thank you for that, and I'm so happy you're back for another 3 years.
Team effort, lots of fun.
And
Wow, you're being kind, but thank you.
I do see, I don't know if anyone else has a comment, but I do see Councilman Emeritus Jim Strouch there. I do want to take a moment to recognize him. We would, in prior years, we've had our sign die meeting in the new year, which was really the last meeting of the old year. It sounds confusing, but we would have had 15 minutes to close out 2021 today. But we really didn't have anything that we needed to have the meeting, so we dispensed with it. And by doing so, we didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye to Councilman Jim Strouch again. But we've made it clear, we're not saying goodbye to him. He's never far from our thoughts, our prayers, and if you want to know anything about the history of Allendale, he's the place to go. So Councilman Emeritus Jim Strouch, I want to just turn the floor to you for a moment. And again, thank you on behalf of all of us for everything that you did for Allendale.
Mr. Mayor, Councilman Strouch texted me, said that he's having difficulty with his microphone, but he wanted me to convey his best wishes to Liz and Suzanne.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Good.
Can I just say something real quick
Yes.
to Jim? Because we were at the Knicks game when you honored him at the last council meeting. So I just thought it was appropriate. Everyone talked about the big shoes, and I'm stepping into because before tonight's meeting, I had texted Jim and said, it's going to be my honor to follow in your footsteps. And I truly mean that. He's legendary.
Yes.
And Jim, you will be very much missed, and I will do my best to do this right. So thank you so much, Jim, for all you've done.
Great, thank you. Good.
So just before you close it, I'll say, Suzanne, thank you so much for been a great partner that we met many years ago when our children were smaller. And it's really, it's going to be a pleasure. And I know Jim is going to be available to all of us moving forward. So I think it just makes us even stronger with the community, and I feel good that, you know, we have good outreach to everybody and anybody who wants to talk to us.
Great.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you, Liz, for being an inspiration and a wonderful running mate. It was fun. It's going to be fun now.
So we have 9 resolutions before we get to our next swearing in. Roll call. Okay.
Yeah.
So Michelle, can you please now conduct the roll call of the 2022 governing body?
Sure. Councilwoman Homan. Councilwoman Lovasolo.
Here.
Councilman O'Connell.
Here.
Councilman O'Toole.
Here.
Councilman Sasso.
Here.
Councilwoman Wilsinski.
Here.
And Mayor Bernstein.
Here, thank you, Michelle. Resolutions, we have 9 resolutions. Each will be considered separately. The first one is to approve the order of voting. So I would request a motion to approve resolution 22-01.
So moved.
Homan.
Liz Bowman, Councilwoman Wazinski, second. Michelle, please conduct a roll call.
Sure. Councilwoman Homan.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lovasolo.
Yes.
Councilman O'Connell.
Yes.
Councilman O'Toole.
Yes.
Councilman Sasso.
Yes.
And Councilwoman Wilsinski.
Yes.
Next is 22-02, elect a council president. I would request a member of the council make a motion to nominate another member of the council as council president.
I, Liz Homan, would like to nominate Councilwoman Amy Wilzinski as our council president for 2022. She's been an amazing leader of our team, and she would be an amazing council president next year.
Thank you for that. Anyone second that motion?
If I may,
Yes, Councilman Sasso. Okay.
I would like to second that motion. I've been working on the council with Amy now for going on 9 years. And I think for the first 2 years, I thought she owned Crestwood until somebody told me it was borough property. So I'm kidding, of course. But I wholeheartedly support her. And I'm very happy to find out we're going to be on a committee together again. And that'll be a good year. So great way to start the year. And I second the motion.
Thanks.
Great. Thank you. Michelle, please conduct a roll call.
Councilwoman Holman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lovasolo,
Yes.
Councilman O'Connell,
Yes.
Councilman O'Toole,
Yes.
Councilman Sasso,
Yes.
and Councilwoman Wilsinski.
Yes, thank you all for nominating me. It is my honor to be council president of this great town for next year. So many, many thanks again for the nomination. So it's a yes.
Great. Thank you for that. The next resolution, 22-03, approved time and place of the council meeting on 2022. We've already, Michelle, Ron, and I went over the schedule, tried to avoid vacation, school vacations, conflicts, etc. We think we have a good schedule that should work for everyone. I would request a motion to approve resolution 22-03.
So moved, Holman.
Thank you, Liz. Second.
Second, Lovasolo.
Thank you, Suzanne. Michelle, please conduct a roll call.
Councilwoman Holman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lovasolo,
Yes.
Councilman O'Connell,
Yes.
Councilman O'Toole,
Yes.
Councilman Sasso,
Yes.
and Councilwoman Wilsinski.
Yes.
Great. Next is 22-04, appoint our borough professionals, upon whom we rely heavily. So thank you to all of our borough professionals who have helped guide us through the past years, and will do it again this year. So I would request a motion to approve resolution 22-04.
So moved.
Thank you, Amy. Second.
Second.
Thank you, Matt. Michelle, please conduct a roll call.
Councilwoman Holman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lovasolo, sorry.
Yes.
Councilman O'Connell,
Yes.
Councilman O'Toole,
Yes.
Councilman Sasso,
Yes.
and Councilwoman Wilsinski.
Yes.
Great, thank you. Next is 22-05, confirm standing committees. They haven't changed since last year, so they're all the same. I would request a motion to approve.
So moved. O'Toole.
Thank you, Matt. Second.
Holman.
Thank you, Liz. Michelle, please conduct a roll call.
Councilwoman Holman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lovasolo,
Yes.
Councilman O'Connell,
Yes.
Councilman O'Toole,
Yes.
Councilman Sasso,
Yes.
and Councilwoman Wilsinski.
Yes.
Great. Next is 22-06, a request a motion to approve. That is the appointment of the standing committees. That's sometimes the most challenging thing in terms of trying to find the right place for everyone. And we did make some changes, but we're convinced that they're the changes for the better. Thank you for everyone who either is continuing your committee or agreeing to take a new committee. We're all here to help. We do it, we do it as a team. So hopefully this shouldn't come as a matter of first impression for everyone, because I've gone over it with you. I would request a motion to approve resolution 22-06.
So moved.
So moved. That's a,
Ah,
Okay, Suzanne first and Councilman Sasso second. Michelle, please conduct a roll call.
Councilwoman Holman,
yes.
Councilwoman Lovasolo,
Yes.
Councilman O'Connell,
Yes.
Councilman O'Toole,
Yes.
Councilman Sasso,
yes.
and Councilwoman Wilsinski.
Yes.
Thank you. Next is 22-07, appoint fire chief and assistant fire chief. And for that resolution, Robert Pollock as fire chief and Dave Baez as assistant fire chief. So I would request a motion to approve resolution 22-07.
So moved. O'Toole.
Second.
Second.
Great. I think that was Amy.
It was.
And Michelle, please conduct a roll call.
Councilwoman Holman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lovasolo,
Yes.
Councilman O'Connell,
Yes.
Councilman O'Toole,
Yes.
Councilman Sasso,
Yes.
and Councilwoman Wilsinski.
Yes.
Great. And to Fire Chief Pollock and Assistant Fire Chief Baez, thank you for your willingness to serve, for all that you do for Allendale. We're going to mention you later, and we're going to be swearing you in later in the month as well. So thank you for everything. Next is 22-08, appointment of Fire Official Kevin Todd, who we're thrilled to have in that position again. So I would request a motion to approve Resolution 22-08.
So moved, O'Connell.
Thank you, Ed. Second.
O'Toole.
Thank you, Matt. Michelle, please conduct a roll call.
Councilwoman Homan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lovasolo,
Yes.
Councilman O'Connell,
Yes.
Councilman O'Toole,
Yes.
Councilman Sasso,
Yes.
and Councilwoman Wilsinski.
Yes.
Thank you. Next, 22-09, appointment Chief of Police.
So moved.
So I would request a motion
Yeah, so-
to resolution.
It was a silence.
Just let me get the motion out there first. All right? I would request a motion to approve Resolution 22-09, which is the appointment of Michael Dillon as Chief of Police.
So moved. Wilzinski.
Thank you.
Second, Sasso.
Thank you. Michelle, please conduct a roll call.
Councilwoman Homan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lovasolo,
Yes.
Councilman O'Connell,
Yes.
Councilman O'Toole,
Yes.
Councilman Sasso,
Yes.
and Councilwoman Wilsinski.
Yes.
And to the Dillon family who've been waiting patiently.
Yes.
So now's the time. Come on up, and I'm gonna swear in your father.
All right. Let's shift over.
I, Mike,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of Chief of Police of the Borough of Allendale,
of Chief of Police of the Borough of Allendale,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So, yeah.
Congratulations.
I do. I want to.
Can I take a picture via screenshot or something?
And just as we did for Councilwomen Lovasolo and Homan, we will open the floor to the public for any well wishes. I am going to read, there was one or two here from Patty Davis. Please extend my huge congratulations to Mike Dillon on being now Chief of Police. Just great. I know he'll do a great job. We wish him much success. And also from Jackie McSwiggan, Chief Dillon has a great ring to it. Congratulations on your new responsibilities as Chief of the Allendale Police Department. May you assume your responsibilities with confidence and conviction. You'll be a great leader of the department. Good luck, from Jackie McSwiggan. So those are the comments that came in. And to the public, is there anyone else that wishes to be heard?
Yes, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, you may.
Vince Barra, Mayor Emeritus. Chief Dillon, it does have a nice ring to it. Congratulations. And, you chose to raise your family here in Allendale, and now Allendale has chosen you as its Chief of Police. So congratulations, and may God bless you as you go forward in a very difficult task. And may the Lord continue to protect you and all our other officers as you take care of and protect the residents of Allendale. So God bless you and good luck.
Thank you, Vince. Anyone else wish to be heard?
I'd like to say
something. Oh, go ahead, Amy.
Okay. Mike, congratulations on becoming chief. I have seen your loyalty, your integrity, and your hard work in everything that you do for the borough. And most recently as the OEM director during some pretty difficult storms. So you're really a pleasure to work with. You're a pleasure to be around. And I know you're going to make a wonderful chief and leader in this great town. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Great. And thank you. Councilman Sasso, did you have something?
Yeah, real quick. So Mike, I love the sound of Chief Dillon as well. I think it was about 13 years ago or something when we first met, when I was out there on a quiet Sunday washing my car, and an Allendale police car came screaming up, and Mike got out and said, "Somebody called 911 here?" And I'm like, "God, I hope not. I've been outside." And we ran in the house together, and it was my then little toddler son had picked up the phone and somehow dialed 911 for no reason. Now that toddler is now driving himself. So, I'm glad you're the chief, Mike. So I hope I don't get a phone call. So congratulations. We're all going to sleep better knowing that you're at the helm and that you're down the street. So I look forward to seeing you later.
Thank you.
Great. Anyone else wish to be heard?
Mayor, if I may.
Yes, you can. Councilman O'Connell, go ahead. The floor is
Thank
yours.
you. Chief Dillon, Mike, watching you over the past couple years with OEM and how you performed with everything going on with COVID and the storms. And I know you live in town and you're a phone call away, and I have called you on several occasions and you came running right out. And I know you're going to be a super chief. So I wish you the best of luck, and I'm still a phone call away.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to be heard?
Mr. Mayor, if I may.
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Chief Dillon, I'm looking forward to working with you as Chair of Public Safety. Moving forward, we've had a great relationship, especially when there have been storms. It's fun to have another weather geek around that we can talk about what's going on. But I'm just very thrilled for you. Congratulations, and we'll look forward to working with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Matt. Anyone else from the public in Zoom wish to be heard? Not seeing anyone. On behalf of all of us, Chief Dillon. Yes. Yes, you may.
Ms. White, 26 East Crescent Avenue.
I just want to say, you know what, we are so blessed. You know, it's so nice to have a police chief who's also a resident of Allendale. And you know, the care and concern is just going to be wonderful. We are really, really blessed to have him, but really, and his family. And I just want to take a minute to thank them because what they're going to put up with their poor dad being so busy now. Not that he hasn't been busy always, but really, and thank you to the council for moving ahead with this. I think it's a great opportunity for Allendale, and we wish you nothing but the best. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you very much. Great. Thank you.
All right. I certainly myself, I mean, congratulations, Police Chief Dillon. We are grateful to have you leading our police department. And as talked about by others, you're already an active member in the Allendale community. And I didn't know you were a weather geek. So thank you, Matt, for sharing that little tidbit. And certainly while it was only one step in the very thorough process, your interview with the mayor and council showed your attention to detail, your ability to assess situations with a view to the overall safety and well-being of the community, while being mindful of the challenging economics that we face in a small town like Allendale. So certainly I know that I look forward to supporting you and the rest of the amazing Allendale Police Department as you move forward. And thank you again to you for serving, as well as to all the other members of the police department. So congratulations.
Chief Dillon, I just wanted to say I am so honored to be sworn in on the same night as you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Continuing with the agenda, we do have other swearing in. So in recognition of swearing in of the 2021 officers, the fire department and the ambulance corps, due to the recent rise of COVID-19 cases, we thought it was prudent to swear in the fire and the ambulance officers at the firehouse later this month. It's scheduled now for Sunday, January 16th. We did it last year. It was great. They had their own day. We were able to spread out. It was a moving ceremony, and hopefully we're going to do it, whether we do it that day or we have to move it. But presently it's scheduled for Sunday, January 16th. So we are looking forward to that. So I'm not swearing them in now, but I do want to thank them, all of them, volunteers, for their dedication to Allendale. You are the backbone of our community, and I do want to name them so that everyone, we can all hear them. Fire Department: Robert Pollock, Chief; Dave Baez, Assistant Chief; Michael Peeney, First Captain; Matthew Hillman, Second Captain; Christopher Rago, First Lieutenant; Christosis Peloso, Second Lieutenant; Kevin Todd, Fire Official. For the Ambulance Corps: Daryl Demore Bataro, Chief; Stephanie Peeney, Assistant Chief; Chandra Priyaya Ramachandran Lopinto, First Lieutenant; Gregory Filstra, Second Lieutenant; Linda Newton, Third Lieutenant; Jose Diaz Hernandez, President; Dennis Murphy, Vice President; Karen Clark, Recording Secretary; Linda Morgan, Corresponding Secretary; Beth Filstra, Treasurer. So to all of them, thank you very much. Mayor's appointments. My appointments, I can appoint to the Land Use Board and to the Board of Trustees, the Library Board of Trustees. To the Land Use Board, Ron Kishner, Class 2. Thank you, Ron, for serving again. I can see you there. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for your work on the Land Use Board. It's been great. Suzanne Lovasolo, you're going to be changing spots. As a member of the council, you are now going to sit as the council representative. We're thrilled to have you there. Kevin Quinn again will serve, Class 4. Melissa Bergen, thank you for everything. Tyler Yacarino, you are moving up to finish Suzanne Lovasolo's unexpired term.
It's an honor to fill Suzanne's term.
Yeah, it is great, and we're thrilled to have you. Robert Forbes, who I sit next to, who's been wonderful. He is now moving up from alternate number 2 to number 1, and he's going to fill Tyler Yacarino's term, the unexpired portion, and Frank Petrino, who we are thrilled to have. He is also my appointment as alternate number 2 for a 2-year term. So to the whole board, thank you very much for everything that you do. To the Library Board of Trustees, Jackie McSwiggan, a 5-year term. Wonderful. Jackie, are you still there? If you are, thank you for everything. You've been wonderful on that board. You've been
I
wonderful.
am.
You are. Good. A 5-year term. I thought it was an error, but the fact that you agreed to sign up for another 5 years, that's phenomenal. Thank you.
Sounds more like a sentence.
Right.
That's all right. I'm going to try to tie Betty White.
And the superintendent of schools has reappointed Melissa Duncan as his representative, and Melissa's always been wonderful. I've worked with her. She's a phenomenal member of the board, and everything she's done on the Board of Ed as well. So we're grateful to everyone continuing their service, and we welcome Frank as well to the Land Use Board. Great. Now, fortunately, the next 30 or so are all part of the consent agenda, so I don't have to do them individually. I'm sure you've read through them. I know I have. And so I would request a motion. It's 22-10 through 22-67. Request a motion to approve the consent agenda, resolution 2210 through 2267.
So moved, Holman.
Thank you, Liz. Second.
Lovasolo?
Thank you, Suzanne. Michelle, please conduct a roll call.
Sure. Councilwoman Holman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lovasolo,
Yes.
Councilman O'Connell,
Yes.
Councilman O'Toole,
Yes.
Councilman Sasso,
Yes.
and Councilwoman Wilsinski.
Yes.
Great, thank you. Any unfinished business? Any new business? Mayor's report. I am going to give my mayor's report. Just briefly, what's going on here in the borough to protect. Tyler, was that yesterday? That video?
The video was
Yesterday.
Sunday. It's today, Monday.
Monday.
Yes, yesterday.
Yesterday. Wow. So as we reported in the video, thanks to Tyler and Matt O'Toole yesterday, we closed down Borough Hall last Thursday, closed it down Friday, January 7th, due to the uptick, the rise in the COVID cases. It was the right thing to do. It was the prudent thing to do. We will reassess where we are on Friday to see what we're going to do on that Monday. But although the building is closed to the public, everyone's still working and everyone's hard at work, and the borough is still operating. So thank you to the borough employees for doing whatever needs to be done, for spreading out, for keeping your distance, but for also keeping the borough shining as it does. I urge the residents to continue to practice necessary precautions to stay safe. Vaccine and booster shots are readily available, and appointments can be made at the covid19.nj.gov. First of the year, people are looking for the garbage and recycling newsletter. In the mail, that's right. So right, that's right. It's on its way. In fact, we got an email, John and I got an email this morning from someone who was waiting for it. So it's been mailed to your house, and it's also on the borough website, so you can get it
And the
there.
recycling app is beautiful.
That's right.
Yes, that
Yeah.
app.
For those with Christmas trees to recycle, collection started this week on the west side and next week for the east side. Information and schedules can be found on the website. As we start 2022, I want to, 2021 seems somewhat like a blur, and it was the cloud of COVID hung over us. But despite that, the challenges that the pandemic presented, I just want to briefly go over the things that were accomplished. The close on the sale of 230 West Crescent Avenue. Having a referendum for the sale of the water system pass with overwhelming community support, and all of the work that went in to get that on the referendum and for it to pass. Completing phase 1 of the renovation to our playground. Continuing the streetscape improvements in our downtown area. Opening up our recreational facilities, having the fields open and the kids playing. Crestwood Lake, full season for Crestwood Lake. July 4th festivities, from the cannon to the fireworks, Allendale Day, Tyler and so many, the Chamber of Commerce, everything they did. And to provide the continuous operation of our town. That's, I think, what makes Allendale shine, even with the pandemic, that, we'll find a way to get it done. And it doesn't just happen. It doesn't happen organically. It happens through hard work. I want to thank council members Holman, O'Connell, O'Toole, Sasso, Strouch, and Wazinski for their tireless service and selfless commitment to our community. We're all volunteers. We don't get a dollar. We don't get a dime. When you tell people that, they're in disbelief, the amount of time that goes into it, all volunteers. It's been a pleasure to work with all of you. Jim, we're going to miss you, but we're not saying goodbye, because you know that we're going to be calling you and reaching out to you. Suzanne, it's absolutely great to have you up on the dais and to work with you. Everything we appreciate everything you did before, and we can't wait for you to do it here with us. Thrilled to have you. To all of our employees and volunteers, the backbone of our town, of our borough, who keep us running, we're grateful for your dedication. To our emergency responders, our first responders, we've had more than our fair share of instances where we've reached out to you, and you guys answer the bell. No matter what time, no matter what it is, you're there for us. To our business community and our community organizations, whether the charity and the heart where they've stepped up, give to us, etc., with their services and their support. So many people have donated their resources and services for Allendale. And lastly, to the residents, who are really the reason why we're here. You've been great this year. We've been through a lot together, but we did it our way, with compassion, with love, with honor, and with respect. And I think one of the things that distinguishes Allendale, and Mayor Emeritus Sparrow and Liz White, I think, can attest to it and would attest to it and spoke to it as well, is that we didn't always agree on everything, and we don't always agree on everything, and that's okay. But when the chips were down, it mattered. We found a way to come together and move forward. So on behalf of the borough, as the mayor, I extend my best wishes to everyone for a healthy and happy and prosperous 2022. Thank you. Committee reports. I don't know whether we have any committee reports.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Need a water report.
You want to get? Okay.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
If I may. I know everybody loves water reports. I see my husband leaving the room, dashing out. He's like, if I hear
Our husbands are sneaking out the back.
water.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could. Chris and John.
So
thank
not
you.
everybody loves water.
All
but
right.
At any rate, I do want to just, I thanked and obviously congratulated Police Chief Dillon, because it was great that I could do it right then. So I won't put that in my report right now, but I do want to just give some water updates. As I've shared many times over the previous months, Allendale Water continues to meet NJDEP water quality regulations. In order to do so, we have shut off the West Crescent well. This particular well had some PFAS readings that were trending towards a violation, and we felt that it was in the best interest of the residents to shut off the well until treatment or an alternative solution could be identified. As I've also discussed in previous public meetings, we have an objective of putting temporary treatment in the New Street facility. The New Street facility is 0.2 parts per trillion under the maximum contaminant limit for both PFOA and PFOS, two types of the PFAS family of chemicals. We have successfully received approval from NJDEP for a temporary treatment permit. This was a challenging submission, and I thank our borough engineer, Mike Vreeland, and his company, as well as the Suez team. It was true teamwork to receive the approval permit. This is only one step in the process, Allendale now is working to have the interconnection, which is a part of the temporary treatment, which will attach to a mobile tractor trailer unit where resin will be contained to actually treat the water. The building is challenging due to supply chain issues, the time of the year, and the volume of work that the marketplace currently has. In a future closed session, I will be discussing with the mayor and the council the estimated costs, the timelines, and the need to utilize emergency work. The Water Committee is committed to striving to install the temporary treatment prior to the next quarterly testing, which will be in Q1 of 2022. If we cannot get the temporary treatment installed, we will hope that our PFAS numbers remain below the MCL. As a reminder to the public, these numbers are 13 and 14 parts per trillion, which are very, very small. Part per trillion is like a grain of sand in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. So, it's important that we keep this all in perspective, that New Jersey does have some of the most stringent quality limits around, and we are in compliance. Our water committee, Suez, and the mayor and council take our water seriously, and we are making every effort to have that temporary treatment installed as soon as possible. It's also important to know that Allendale Water will be responsible for the cost and the actual execution of the building of the interconnect to the temporary treatment. As at this point, we still own our system, and that's the idea, that we have it in short order. We have not yet signed a formal amendment with Suez, but we are working on a document that would provide that should the sale of the system be completed by a successful closing, that Suez would cover the entire cost of the actual temporary treatment system, which is that mobile unit that's housed in the tractor trailer unit. Allendale would still be responsible for the interconnect, as again, we desire to have it completed prior to the closing of the sale, which is estimated somewhere around June of 2022. We as a water committee team and our consultants and advisors continue to work to complete the exhibit information necessary for the completion of the purchase agreements. And thank you so much to our committee. Additionally, it's my understanding that Suez is expected to become a part of Veolia in late January. Veolia, like Suez, is an international company that provides drinking water and sewage services. The New Jersey Board of Public Utilities has approved of the merger and has set requirements about staff levels and community programs. The document is public, so if you're interested in taking a look, it is available. This was discussed at some of the gatherings that we'd had. At that time, the New Jersey BPU had not formalized anything. To my water committee of 2021, I say thank you so much for all the work that was conducted. I mean, everybody was really tremendous. And to my water committee of 2022, I remind you that we have an 8:30 meeting tomorrow. So thank you very much. Thank you, Mayor Bernstein, for indulging me in my committee report.
You're welcome. Thank you. Anyone else wish to speak? It's not mandatory, not obligatory. So, but is there anyone else who wishes to give a report?
I just have something real quick. First, I just wanted to, since it's wrapping up the holiday season, I wanted to say that we had a great gang that got together once again and did Allendale Cares bags for the seniors. So I just wanted to thank the Allendale Circle of Support for partnering with the borough to deliver and put together over 125 bags. We had great feedback again, so it's going to be an ongoing program for our seniors. And also, even though Borough Hall is closed, the library is open, and it is open during regular hours. So the library remains open despite Borough Hall being closed, as per Patty Durso, the library director.
Great.
That's it.
Thank you. Staff reports. Anyone wish to speak?
Mayor, I just want to say personally on behalf of my firm, and I'm sure on behalf of all the professionals that were reappointed this evening, thank you. Look forward to working with the governing body in the year ahead. Do want to congratulate both of the council members that were sworn in this evening. Look forward to both of you. I know Liz already has my cell number. So Suzanne, if you don't.
I was like, do you really look forward to it?
And
It's been closely guarded.
and I do want to say to outgoing council member Strouch, it certainly has been a pleasure to work with you, Jim. Each of your reports, your committee reports were a history lesson for me. I always enjoyed not only the substance of them, but the background and history behind them. I'll miss working with you and I wish you everything, all the best moving forward. And then finally to the governing body and certainly to the community, a happy new year.
Great, thank you. Michelle, anything?
I don't have a report, but I do want to say thank you to everyone for their help to put tonight's meeting together in my absence, especially Amanda, Bartoloma Richards, and John Gill, and Tatiana Marquis, and Tyler Yacarino, and Lissa Mayer. So
Great.
thank you. Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you to you. Ron, anything to add?
I just want to say, I feel much better after hearing Michelle. I feel like $1 million. So, seriously, Michelle, feel better and everybody happy and healthy New Year this year.
Great, thank you. And I don't know that Lissa is on.
Lissa's on.
But Lissa, would you like to, anything you'd like to add?
She was on.
She loves water.
So,
I'm here. Thank you, Mayor. No, I'm looking forward to working with the new Finance Committee, which isn't so new, but looking forward to working with Susan on the Water Committee.
great, great. Thank you, Lissa. And
So just from my note, I know I reported on at the last council meeting, but after a year and a half, the new phone system is finally live. I think I lost track of hours after 100, but I'm happy that we're live. We'll start seeing some cost savings too. And congratulations to Suzanne, Liz, and Michael. I think that the trait that the three of them all share is that they care deeply for Allendale, and I know that the borough is a better place because they're here.
right,
Thank
I agree with you.
Thanks, Tyler.
And to the two of you, Tyler and John, we take it for granted, I know I do, that we're going to go virtual, not virtual, et cetera. I just know that we're going to look to you to make it happen, and seamlessly you do. And so I know it doesn't happen by itself. You guys, you have the expertise, the prowess, the care, the diligence, and you make it work. So the two of you, thank you very, very much. I open the meeting to the public. Is there anyone who wishes to be heard before I close? Not seeing anyone. I would request a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved, Holman.
Thank you, Liz. Second.
Second, Lovasolo.
Thank you, Suzanne. All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Thank you very much, everyone.
Woo-hoo.